Hey there, y'all. Eric, our Functional Farmhouse. Welcome back to the channel. Been doing a lot of contemplating and thinking about where we are with this YouTube thing and whatnot, and trying to decide the kind of content that y'all are interested in. I do a lot of things for myself, so I run the gamut on so many different things, and I was inspired and drawn with the skills by, past career. Now, I've been looking to YouTube for some inspirato and whatnot, and I think there's not a gap, but like, if you're just doing some DIY stuff, you don't have to have a production shop. The reason why I have, as many, and obviously, this isn't a brag. I'm not a tool whore by any stretch, but I have all Snap-on because it's repeatable. It's production grade. When you're working on vehicles all day, every day, you don't want to be deforming fasteners and things of that aspect. If you're at home working on your own car, you don't have to have production grade tooling. You just don't. You can do a lot with a little. And I think one of the crazy things on YouTube is there's some people with a lot of resources that want to share, and they are blessed with having the ability to have all this crazy stuff. That's not us. I mean, I paid every penny of all of these tools over almost 20 years. So, I'm not some trust fund guy. We're not on yachts, flying planes and doing all that stuff. Not that that's bad, and I would love to be doing some of that. But I'm a dude that's got to fix my stuff. Now, I'm going to be doing a video. This is the differential that came out of the X5 that I couldn't do for a lot of reasons. One of them being primarily, I've got this really cool shade sail structure now that we put in that costs a lot of money, and it's my kind of new cigar lounge and storage area. So that's gonna be a thing. I pulled down my other videos on that. Some other stuff we've been working on. We finally have this little front yard reveal. We got 16 yards of concrete in that I hired finishers. I didn't have any other contractors. I did all this myself. We followed the fencing from over here that we had. We did pay a contractor for that in 2020, and we wanted to incorporate our design and kind of we have not one now, but two curtilage boundaries. So I built these gates, and I kind of, the original plan was this was supposed to be 5 feet. Well, it was 5 feet, but that 5 feet is now kind of below grade. So anyway, it's not a big deal, but I made these gates, and I found these really nice hinges, and I have to grease these, but these things I'm really pleased with the way this turned out. We've got, the frame is about as close as you can get. I'm not a professional. I got these really nice greasable heavy duty hinges. These are 3/8 inch concrete anchors, and these hinges came with 3/8 nominal holes. So I had to drill, and the 3/8 concrete anchor is not nominal. So I think these were 31/64 hole to clear. So I had to drill 2, 4, 6. I had to drill 16 of those, because what we did over here was this fence. We're not done with projects, so this is also a 17+ foot gate that I kind of developed. These 4x4s came about because when I made this one over here, I had a math error. I screwed up, and this gives me a much better anchor point than just driving this through 2x4. So I've got the 4x4 holding the load, and then you can see how I attach that. I have 5 6-inch lags running into there, and then as we come in, we've got our walkway, and I still got dirt to backfill. These 2 mounds are gonna help level off once I get the weed blocking and gopher barrier in. We're gonna backfill these with some dirt, and then we're gonna use some polymerized decomposed granite to kind of tie that in. And then we've got the budget for my patio set evaporated during this project, so we moved one of the ones we had before, and this is kind of a little dining area we're gonna do. And again, I brought 12 yards of dirt in to disperse, and one of those areas primarily transition from the patio downward. So we still have a little ramp here. We're gonna do some sod and whatnot, but you know, trying to do stuff, trying to take inspiration from a lot of y'all's other channels, and trying to keep things working. And it's a lot. Yeah, I'm a husband, I'm a dad, I'm a business owner. I'm trying to keep my clients happy, trying to make money on that front, and it's challenging. And you know, I haven't been inspired for a lot of things. Oh, and I made these cast pillar caps that on the ground look absolutely immense, and I was trying to smooth these out with non-sanded thin set or grout, non-sanded grout, and I just can't do it. So these aren't squared yet, so we're gonna get these squared and adhesived in, and then we're just gonna scratch coat them and do some stucco. So yeah, that's what we've had going on around the channel. It's been a lot of work, a lot of funds. My temporary fencing, I'm starting to take some of the fencing down over here. I've got another couple of weeks before it has to go back. So anyway, you know, just out here trying to make odds and ends of what y'all want. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to share my stuff. I have so many projects. I'm kind of like a hoarder for projects, right? I've got CNC plasma cutter, DIY. I've had this metal sitting in here. Down here, this is some of it. I have all the electric. I have most of the parts. I 3D printed parts. And oh, you're gonna say, oh, 3D printer? Like, well, this 3D printer is actually my son's, and it's actually, we got it from school funds. So whenever he stops going to the school, I have to turn this back, but we're using it to potentially build a plasma cutter. How freaking cool is that, y'all? Trying to keep my toolbox top cleared off. You know, it's just a lot, y'all. It's a lot. I haven't taken the camper out in 6 months. We got 12 spring chickens, and I can't leave. We got to check on them multiple times a day until they are integrated into the flock, which is now only down to 4. We lost one girl to heat stroke. We had a bunch attacked by Lord knows what. You know, so we're dwindling, and we need more eggs, because we invested a ton into that chicken coop project, and we've got to have a return on investment. So just some thoughts, trying to keep it real. And you know, there's just, it was so funny because it had been well over a year. You know, I had a bunch of downtime because we were upside down on the car. We didn't know what was going to happen, and because the yard was taking so long, we had someone complain to code enforcement and yada yada blah 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 blah. So you know, we had the 2 trucks of concrete come in, the pump, and then I was like, oh, you're finally making progress. It was like, I've been working on this shit for months, doing all the infrastructure. Like, this was this was a lot. You know, I had hired my concrete finisher. It was supposed to be two weeks, 10 business days to get the footings in, get my wall in, and these other things. And that took longer and more material and different block because he wanted H block. We wanted this other stuff I didn't even know. And then when we built the fire pit enclosure, I was like, oh, well, I can go 6-inch width instead of 8. That'll give me another couple inches of space. So I ended up trading one of my neighbors about 2 pallets of block. It was a good trade. He needs it, and he gave me a couple bottles of wine in return, which was nice. And you know, I'm out of lumber. I got the fence in. I've got some of the cutoffs that we're going to use for fire starter at $4 a piece. That cedar plank is not cheap here, and of course, you know, a lot of projects you want to do, you want to worry about the dimensionality. You know, like this fence behind me is a little over 9 feet, so you need 10-foot planks. There really wasn't a way to make 8-foot work. And the same thing with, this was 6 foot by design, so I got 12 footers and trimmed them down to have next to zero waste. And then this was about 17 feet 6 inches, so trying to make an 8-foot plus a foot work just really wasn't practical. So I had about 20-ish linear feet of waste on this one at almost $3 a linear foot on that lumber. So that kind of stung, but it is contiguous and it's looking awesome. So lots of things going. What are you working on? What are you doing? I still got, you know, office cars running great with that used transmission with a gazillion miles. I'm due for just regular maintenance on the truck. I need to do another trans service and oil change, and I just did an exercise on the camper. So we did dinner in the camper. Haven't been out in 6 months. Don't necessarily have plans until those younger girls are incorporated, and just trying to make sense of a lot of the tools I have. You know, I've got a Grizzly knife sharpener. You know, I've got this air compressor I inherited, and I don't. While it's a 20-gallon tank, it's not enough to do high volume air, y'all. When I was in the shop, we had a 120-gallon tank with a 4-cylinder compressor. We weren't a body shop, so we weren't running a screw, but we had air. And this thing, I can barely, if I air down my truck tires, it's cycling multiple times. It's a joke. I've got this grinder I inherited that I don't really use. I've got my oxyacetylene torch setup up here, and I've got various numbers of other tools and gewgaws I've bought for projects that I might end up selling on Marketplace. I don't know. Don't have a necessarily repetitive need for a lot of this stuff, and I still have a lot of, you know, baby stuff up here in the racks. I need to consolidate, organize more, and just be a little more intentional on the space because, you know, we've got a 70s home, which for California isn't horribly old, but it's not new. I mean, I'm not a super tall dude, and I can almost touch the ceiling in here. My truck stock won't even fit through the door. And hell, I've got a neighbor who's 6'7", and he almost has to duck coming in the damn door. There it is, y'all. Trying to share some thoughts from the heart out here in the real world. You know, we're just, again, real people doing real stuff. I don't do sponsored stuff. I'm not necessarily trying to, but let me know what you think, and see y'all in the next one.